It's St. Patrick's Day, and it wouldn't be St. Patrick's Day without a celebration from our good friends over at Diageo. I have the North American president, Larry Schwartz, with me. So, of course, the one thing we got to talk about today is Guinness, and there was a lot of news about Guinness no longer being a sponsor of the St. Patrick's Day Parade. Talk to me about the decision.
Okay, first, happy St. Patrick's Day. Listen, we try to influence it from within. When we found out that we couldn't, it was a decision that we had to make. We're about being inclusive. This is what our company stands for. And when we couldn't be inclusive with everybody celebrating at St. Patrick's Day, we decided to pull out.
A Guinness for one and for all.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about the business and how things are going. You guys are in a lot of markets, a lot of emerging markets. Are you seeing any slowdown in some of these markets?
Yeah, I mean, it's been reported with our first half results. There has been a slowdown, but the emerging markets is going to be a roller coaster. It's not going to be a straight line. The one thing I do know is I'd rather be in the emerging markets than not in the emerging markets, and we just have to, stay the course, because the emerging markets will emerge again, and I'd rather be in these countries when it starts to emerge.
Now, we're heading obviously into warmer weather, not in New York, but I'm sure somewhere else there is warm weather. How is this going to help you guys? I would think that, people start to drink a little bit more when it's warm out.
Well, the weather, has been a deterrent for a lot of consumers going out and enjoying, fine food in restaurants and bars and drinking, et cetera. But we're actually seeing a little bit of an uptick in March, even though the weather's it's still 24 degrees out right now. And around the country, there has been some bad weather. But March seems to be a little bit better than it has been in January and February, which was pretty brutal from a weather standpoint.
Well, maybe us in New York just were driven to drink from all this hard weather. Let's also talk about trends because, people, they change what they buy and what they drink. What are you seeing right now? What are people really buying the most of?
Well, what we're seeing now is premiumization. So people are trading up. So for example, if you look at the depth of our portfolio, take vodka, for example. So we have Smirnoff. Then we have Kettle One and we have Ciroc. People are actually trading up the ladder, which is great. And the same thing for Johnny Walker, which blue, then we have gold, and then we have black and double black and red. So people are premiumizing, we're seeing that. So our mix is good. And we're also seeing that there's 1 million legal drinking age consumers coming into the market, which is great for us. 60% of the folks that are coming in are multicultural. They prefer spirits, so that's also good for us because our margins are very good when it comes to spirits. We're also seeing a resurgence in North American whiskey, which we have about a 23 share in North America. And we're experimenting with a lot of different craft brands. And as I say, this big company, Diageo, will be the leader in craft, because we have the whiskeys and we have the craftsmanship and the heritage and the whiskey makers. So we're seeing craft whiskeys doing well, which we just introduced Orphan Barrel not too long ago, about 3 weeks ago.
I was curious, with the Red Stripe beer, are you seeing any additional promotions along with like all the marijuana legalization and Red Stripe? Are there any tie-ins there?
Not that I'm aware of. We haven't seen anything, no. We haven't, not at all.
All right, but with the Guinness, I would expect there's a lot of Guinness sold on St. Patrick's, right?
Well, St. Patrick's Day is like Christmas for Guinness. We do about 25% of our business February and March around St. Patrick's Day. And it's an opportunity for people who have not tried Guinness to try it. So it's just a great program for us. And this is where we've put an inordinate amount of our money and effort behind promoting Guinness.
All right, well, it sounds like we're going to have to leave now and go and get some Guinness or maybe say hello to our good friend Johnny Walker. That's Larry Schwartz. He is the North American president of Diageo. And I'm Deborah Borchardt with The Street.